Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and boy, is it time to get our Starlight on. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so today we're going to go ahead and get started with a little bit of Astral Sorcery. I've kind of been putting it off because I've done quite a bit of Astral Sorcery here lately, but in this pack I have a feeling that we're going to need it. And we're going to need at least one item to kind of boost our mob farm that we're going to be making soon. And there's one item that I'll go over shortly that should help tremendously with getting a mob farm going. And it shouldn't take too much to get that started. I wanted to go ahead and go over just a bit of what I have set up over here and what I did. So I went ahead and kind of got these items sorted as much as I can. I had to add another chest, and all I did was add a item duct with a servo, just pulling items out of here that the access items that could stack can go over here. So the only real item that I'm worried about not stacking is the cake. And I really don't know how many items. I think this is probably close to how many different items that these seeds can produce. I think this is pretty close. But I've been letting this run all day, and as you can see, there's all these different patterns going on here because this is all the different growth rates. But this one right here is the only one that really matters at the moment. I also put the plant fertilizer, so anytime I get some bone meal, I can just throw that in here, and it'll start fertilizing stuff. But at the moment, I don't have enough bone meal to spare for that. So I'm not too concerned. This guy, of course, has been running a bunch too, been generating some sludge. I went ahead and upgraded our weather station. I added, let's see, 2 on each side over here, and I added 2 on each side over here, and then I added, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 more of these, or actually no, more than that, because I added, no I didn't, yeah, it's just 12. Just 12 more of the transmitters. I had more diamonds and stuff like that, so it was easy for me to get. And as you can see, this guy is full. It's generating about 741 RF per tick at the moment, just with the extra platforms that I added. So you can get quite a bit of power out of this thing, and this is just minimum. So I really didn't create very many of these. So I had some flawless diamonds there. Also, this has been running quite a bit. So let's see, we have 33 diamond ore and emerald ore, and we also have some cool things that we're going to need later on. This is Resonant Ender. So when you break this block, it actually creates a block of Resonant Ender, or a source block of Resonant Ender liquid, which will be very helpful later on. And then there's a few other ores here, but my main thing I need is these crystals, these 2 crystals right here. This is to upgrade to the 2nd tier, if we want to move on. So all those things are going. Things are looking pretty good. I also wanted to get into some enchantments. I did know that there's some enchantments. I am going to get into Astral Sorcery, don't worry. But I did see that there was some enchantments that I could use. Also, there's totems. I was looking at this gravity enchant here, and I did notice that it would help out tremendously with flying and trying to actually break blocks. So I think I could give this guy that. So let's do silent gems. And first things first, let's go ahead and repair our tool. Now we can't do it. We have to do it in a regular crafting table or our crafting table. But every time you craft, or every time you repair your tool with a different block here, it actually changes the color of your tool. So if I want this thing a different color other than green, I could easily do that. Let's go ahead and take this out, and we can change the color. So say I want the color to be, I don't know, diamond color. We can do that. Can't do it in here, but we can do it inside this crafting table. And it should end up changing the color over time. I don't know. Every other time I change it, it seems like the color changes. I don't know. It could be just me. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can't make this enchant. The gravity enchant. Alright. So this gravity enchant, yeah, gravity from Silent Gems, improves harvest speed while flying or underwater. Oh, it requires nether star chart. Oh. Yeah, there's no way we're getting those. But that would be something nice to worry about getting later on. Okay, so silent gems, or not silent gems, Astral Sorcery. We are going to need to search ourselves some aquamarine. That is something that we're going to need, and we're also going to need our guide here. I do have some constellations that I have gathered over time, and we can go ahead and use those. But I'm going to take my aquamarine. Let's go searching for some aquamarine. We got plenty of sunlight in the sky, and I think going a beach is one of the best places to find aquamarine. But places like this, you're looking for the aquamarine scale, and that's exactly what we're trying to find here. But yeah, underwater near the edges is going to be the best places to find it, and also avoid creepers here. And also avoid the quicksand. There's some quicksand underneath the ground here in a lot of places. Now I think if I put Fortune on this guy, I have a chance of getting more out of it. So we can actually try and go back and see if I can add Fortune or something like that. That might be something nice to look at. Let's go ahead and try this. Okay, let's try and get some enchants here. I think Fortune is not too bad. We can make these tokens here. What do we need to make these tokens? We need gold. You know what? I might be out of gold because I use it to make all these chests. That's so funny if that's the case. Alright. I know I have some gold laying around in here. And then I have some gold over here. Sweet. Alright, let's grab that gold. And I'll get some processing. And we should see some in here. Now, this guy is kind of in the way. So I'm going to move him. Oh, we have some gold right there. So I'll take all of this, actually. And throw that in here. Alright, so Fortune. We should be able to get this, I think. What are these? How do you make this stuff? It's just a random gem. But where does it come from? Oh, it comes from the Nether. So I guess that's something else we'll have to worry about. But for right now, I'm mostly concerned about getting more of these aquamarine. But I think we have enough aquamarine to kind of get started a little bit. We just need to get our journal out and find our discovery page. Okay. So, ancient shrines. This is going to be the next thing we're going to need to find. We're going to need to find an ancient shrine. And we're going to need a few things. We're going to need marble, aquamarine, and 1 ender pearl to be able to get started. And I think I have an ender pearl. And I have 3 more inside there that those plants are getting me. Which is perfect. Alright, so we have all that stuff and marble. Is this all the marble we have? I think chisel is also a good way to transform a few different things. So marble can get us Astral Sorcery marble, which is this marble right here. Pretty sure. Alright, so Astral Sorcery. Let's go ahead and collect all of this marble from here. Since we don't really have much marble, this is going to be the best way for us to get it. Is to actually mine all this stuff. So, it shouldn't be too hard to do. All of this stuff should just be easy to harvest. There we go. And put this thing in supercharged mode. And we should be able to just grab all of this stuff. We need all of this marble, because this mod is heavily based on it. So bam. Alright. And also you're going to want to find pillars like these, and you're going to find a chest underneath one of the pillars, like I did in the beginning of this Let's Play. Alright, so gather all of this good stuff up, because we're going to need every single bit of it. I do know that there's going to be a few things that I'm going to need right off the bat. And that is going to be some of this marble with coal. So, Astral Sorcery requires some of this, where is it at? The sooty marble, which requires marble with coal. inside of a luminous crafting table. So as you can see, luminous crafting table right here is... Wait, where's it at? Right here. Sooty marble and a luminous crafting table is how you're going to get this stuff. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so like I said, we needed an ender pearl. We need some marble. And then we also need a couple other things, I'm pretty sure. Because we're going to actually need a crafting table. Right here, we're going to need to make this luminous crafting table, which is going to require sooty marble. So, okay, so yeah, it's marble surrounded by coal. I don't know why it was showing you can only make it inside of a luminous crafting table. But there we go. We have sooty marble now, which is awesome. And then we're going to need a crafting table. So let's get some wood. And we're going to make ourselves a crafting table to keep on us. And then we're going to need another one for the actual crafting itself. And we're going to go on an adventure, and we're going to try and find one of these ancient shrines. So, I'll meet you guys when I have spotted one. Oh, as I was gathering some aquamarine, I thought that I had actually set a place as I was exploring. I'd actually found an ancient shrine, so I remembered that I did this, so I should be able to teleport to it and actually get to this place. Okay, so you're going to look for a structure that kind of looks like this. So, pretty simple. They are kind of cool looking. Let me kill Mr. Spider here. Oh, and Mr. Creeper. Let's see, I should be able to get this guy. There we go. Got him. And where did our spider go? Well, he is trying to get us. Perfect. Didn't even touch us. Alright, so you're going to mine straight down. So let me go ahead and get out of here. And I'm going to go down one of these sides. And you should find chest, which this one had an ender pearl in it. And you're also going to find some of these constellation papers and stuff. You're going to grab all the constellation papers. And what you can do is you can store the constellation papers that actually have stuff on them inside of your book by shift-clicking. So that's kind of what that's used for. Awesome. So you're going to see this floating crystal. Now you want to keep in mind that this guy is important, and you're going to want to have this, keep this room marked, so that way you can get to it anytime you need to, because this will come in handy later. But you're going to place a crafting table right in the middle. As you see a stream of light going to it. That is going to allow us to craft the few things we're going to need. So, remember, we need the aquamarine, and it's set up just like this, inside this crafting table, with the light shining. You can't craft this any other way. So, has to go just like that, and bam, you get a resonating wand. Now, this guy's going to come in super handy later, and it's also what you're going to use to craft some things. But we're also going to need to make that luminous crafting table that I was talking about earlier. That requires all of this with a piece of sooty marble at the top and a crafting table, I think. I think that's how it is. Let me actually take a look. Let me take a look here real quick in our book, because it may actually require special stones. Okay, so it requires marble brick, I think? Oh wait, no, we just take this one out. So it's just like so. One sooty at the top, and then the crafting table, and then bam, we get a luminous crafting table. So this actually unlocks another section of our book called Exploration. Within Exploration, there is a few new things that we're going to have to now worry about. But we really can't access any of this until we've really done our exploring. But we can now get the two things that I want. I want illumination powder, and I also want the nocturnal powder. This stuff is awesome. So what this does is it spawns mobs. And remember how earlier I said I'm going to need to be able to spawn mobs to get our early game mob spawning going? That is going to help out a lot. So that's going to be our main source of mob spawning for the moment. I was kind of looking at this. This kind of looks pretty neat. I wonder what this all is all about. Huh. Nice little ice thing. So, that guy, just keep in mind, that's the only two things we need from it right now, but we will have to go to this thing later on. So we should be able to go right back home. Bam. And we should be good to go. Okay, so we are at Y level 64. Not the best place to do some crafting, starlight crafting, but I think we can find somewhere that's a little bit higher, possibly over here. But we can still do some things over here. I guess I can place it for now at the base, but we'll just have to wait till nighttime because I'm pretty sure there's not going to be much we can craft here. But I'm going to try anyways. So place it right here. Let's see. What do we got? Nothing. It's pretty dead here. There's no starlight at the moment. Right in the middle of the day. So this is not a very good place to have this. So if we try to place it over here though, where we're kind of higher up on a hill, let's see what we got now. So we have a little bit more starlight in the day. So this is a lot better of a place to place this. And we can actually craft a few things. So what I can do is I can set this to and name it Starlight Table. And it's down there. Perfect. And we should be able to come to this and craft some things. Perfect. Some things that I would like to craft right off the bat, like I said, is this powder and the illumination powder, which requires aquamarine and glowstone. So I know we have glowstone, so that's not an issue. So we'll take some glowstone, and we also need this aquamarine. So let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. And let's go ahead and craft it, because I'm pretty sure we have enough here to be able to craft this stuff. So let's go ahead and try this. So the stuff's in the table, and as long as it's in the table, we can use this wand to click it. And because we have enough starlight right here, as you can see, the required level is right about here on starlight for this. And that'll give us our first 16. So each time you have to craft this, as you can see, pretty animations, you'll get the crafting recipe. So it's just a matter of waiting a little bit. And you get some illumination powder. And this stuff is pretty cool, all in itself. If you've never seen illumination powder, when you place it down, it's like a torch. It does the exact same thing as a torch. It just has a animation that looks like this. Like it's kind of like a smoke. Like a glowing smoke. It's pretty cool. And I'm going to actually want to place this around here so we don't have mobs spawning on us while we try to do some of our crafting. That is never fun with this. It kind of reminds me of the particles from Bombcraft, where there were some torches and some things in Bombcraft that did this. That's what I've always come back to, that it looks like. Bam. So we got a bit of that down. Now, we do want to make a few other things. Like I said, I wanted to make that nocturnal powder. So that's going to require the illumination powder as a prerequisite. And we're going to need coal and black dye and lapis. So that should not be anything hard there. So coal. We're going to need some lapis. And we're going to need some black dye. So black dye. I think I have some more black dye over here, because we are getting dye from this. Okay, so we got ink sacks. I'm going to leave one, that way there's a spot there for it. And that should be it, and then our illumination powder. So, let's go ahead and head there. Or actually, before we do that, let's kind of clear some things out, because we don't need too much at the moment. Definitely don't need an ender pearl. And we don't need any more glowstone, iron, or any of that. Perfect. Okay, so crafting this stuff, I don't think it requires more. As you can see, because it's becoming nighttime, we are gaining a bit more starlight now. So, we do have that. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft this. Our illumination powder goes in the middle. We get our lapis here. And our black dye goes there. And now, we should be able to make some of this special nocturnal powder. And this stuff is really cool, and oh, somebody subscribed. Is really cool and helps out a lot later on. So what are we missing? Oh, we need more dye. So bam, we actually got 8. So it did 2 crafts, I think. As long as we have enough Starlight, it'll do more of the crafts. All right, there we go. And it looks like this guy is going to be almost a full table in the middle of the night, which is perfect. This is probably a highly concentrated area. I just don't know about it yet. Okay, so now that it's becoming nighttime, which is perfect for this, I can demonstrate a few things. So let's go ahead and head home. And what you want to do, once it becomes nighttime, is you're going to hold this wand in your hand, and you're going to want to walk around as much as you can. And once you walk around, and it's completely nighttime, you should be able to see these streaks of light coming from the ground. And you'll see it quite a bit. There should be quite a bit of it. So here's some right here. And the more you walk around, the more chunks you see, the more you're going to see this. I mean, it is pretty cool. I think this is going to be the best place right here, because it does not have any water. Because we're going to have to dig all the way down underground for this. So just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and get rid of this dude. And I'm going to dig all the way down, as long as I know where this is coming out of. So right here, I'm going to dig straight down from right here. And I should, once I follow my pattern, of course, you don't just dig straight down. Dig at a slight angle here. And I'll meet you guys all the way at the bottom. Alright, so what I did was I mined straight down from here. And normally I have to kind of put this guy in power mode. And I'll mine across as much as I can to make sure that we have this whole area cleared out. So that way I know that there's... That way I know how much of this stuff we're looking for. But this is what you're looking for, this rock crystal ore. It just happened to be right in the path, but there might actually be more. You just kind of have to look around and just take a look, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of expand this, clear out as much as I can, because it looks like we only got one, which if that's the case, that's no fun. Because usually you want more. I've seen most either 2 or 3 rock crystals in one section. So right here it just looks like 1, which is okay. But when you break it, oop, I got 3 rock crystals. So maybe they changed it so that way there's only 1 and it contains 3 rock crystals. So we got 1 really bad one. We got 2 that are decent rock crystals. This one's actually pretty good. Purity 85 and 266. That's actually a pretty good rock crystal. But this guy, that's pretty much a dud. But that rock crystals is what we want. We'll probably use this one for crafting. So we can go straight back up. Bam. And that's exactly what we needed. So that's what this tool is used for. It's used for crafting stuff, or activating the crafting, and it's used for finding these rock crystals. So pretty neat. And you're going to need quite a few rock crystals. So just keep that in mind. I'll have to go digging for some more rock crystals. But with this pick being so fast, it really is not that big of a deal to get rock crystals. Alright, so now that we have these rock crystals... Uh-oh, looks like we have Attack of the Zombies here. Oh boy, where do they all come from? Watch, look at this. It's a horde. They know we have the rock crystals. That's the problem. We have the rock crystals, and they want them. They want them back. They're not getting them back, though. Bam. Okay, so now that that's done, let's go ahead and get this all sorted up. So we don't need any of this, and I'm going to show you what that nocturnal powder does. So when I said it's going to jumpstart our mob farm, this is why. When we click this, look at what happens. So yeah, it just spawns tons of mobs, and like I said, I'm using this to kill them, but it's really going to help jumpstart and allow us to get essence to get our mob farm started. Because once our mob farm is started, and we ever need to jumpstart it, we can. I kind of want to get this guy right here. Is he the one? Yeah, I think he was. What is he? He got strength. I could always use strength. But yeah, that is some of the stuff that this mod actually does. And I really love that nocturnal powder. That is some nice stuff. And I thought I threw one down. I guess it keeps it? I guess sometimes you don't use it. I don't know. I thought I had exactly 20. But you saw me use it. I'll have to go back and look at it when I go back to editing and see if I actually used any, because I don't know. I think I had that issue before in 1.12. But wow, this is actually seeming to work out pretty nice. This farm is. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Somebody told me that in the newest version of Cyclic, the actual harvester works with the magic beans. So if that's the case, I can't wait till I see that update. Alright, so now that this is done, we're actually moving pretty fast in this mod. So hopefully I'm not moving too fast, but you're going to need a light well. So you're going to need aquamarine, you're going to need ruined marbles, you're going to need chiseled marble, and you're going to need, so yeah, chiseled marble and ruined marble. And it looks like, let's go to marble. It looks like you can change all of this with your chisel in this pack. So you have ruined marble and chiseled marble. And we should be able to make all of that stuff now. Perfect. So we need 2 aquamarine, and we need a light crystal. So just remember that. We're going to need a crystal, and we're going to need to go to our Starlight crafting table. Perfect. Alright, so if I remember correctly, I think it was like this. Actually, I don't remember. I'm going to have to look it up. Let's take a look again. Alright, we're going to need a light well. So 2 chiseled marble. Just like this. And just like that. We actually need to hurry because it looks like we're running out of stuff. And I need to use the crappy one there. The kind of bad one. And bam. We have what we need. So let's go ahead and hit this with the wand. And we should be able to get that light well. And we're going to need this next. Bam. So we have the light well. Let's place the light well in the same area because it seems like we have a bit of starlight here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these rock crystals that we had. And we're going to place the rock crystal on top of there. And so this is the pretty decent one. So I'm going to keep that one there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to see if I can't find any kind of storage that can pull from here. I think fluid ducts can pull from the bottom. So I'm going to try that. Let me actually mark this place. Let me claim all these chunks. And I'm going to go ahead and chunk load this area. And go back home. Okay. Now that we're here, let's get our tank. Now, the tanks from the dark tanks, I kind of messed up last time. So let me make a couple of them. And then we combine them in a vanilla crafting table. And this will double it. So 16, 16, this is just 32 now. So now we have a 32 bucket tank. And we can get fluid. Let's see, fluid ducts. And we're going to need a servo. Right? Servo. I don't know why I was using a U. Servo, good to go. Perfect. Alright, we can go back. Eventually we won't have to be teleporting back and forth. I should be able to kind of manage this. But what we're going to do, break that underneath. We're going to get our fluid duct underneath this thing. And then we're going to put our tank right here. And then get our servo hooked to this guy. And turn it on. And all of our fluid is going to go in here. This only holds about 2 buckets. So this will hold 32 buckets. So we can keep filling this up over and over again. So we won't have to worry about this. And plus, we should be able to see how much fluid is in here versus in here. Which, you can see. But as you see, it only holds 2 buckets. This holds a bit more. So we can also pull out of here. And I don't remember if you can break these and it actually holds its contents. I hope that's the case. But now we can do that. What in the world was that? That was horrifying. That sounded like some just TNT just going crazy. I don't think I actually went out here and collected anything in these chests. If I do remember so. Bam, look at that. Yeah, I didn't. I think we'll be using these later on. What is this? Summons the secret magic of the evoker. What is this? Torches the darkness until your inventory. Okay. That's kind of scary. This is kind of scary. Summons the secret magic of the Invoker. Let's try it. Let's try it. Holy moly, that is awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, we gotta try this. Let me use some of this nocturnal powder. Let's try this. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Look how far that goes. Wow, the witch can take quite a few hits from it. Uh-oh, I got poison still. Wow, this witch does not want to die from it. Oh, because it's healing herself. I see. You're gone now. Wow, that tool is actually pretty cool. Okay. So that's pretty cool, the evoker thing. And then this guy places torches. Torches the darkness while in your inventory. Oh, alright. Oh, good, I didn't die. I thought I was about to die. I don't actually have any food on me. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just let this guy go. It works better at night. It may not even work at all during the day. Looks like it's working a little bit. This does show that there's stuff in here, but really there shouldn't be. As you can see, it does look like there is some building up in there. It's just not being transported for some reason. Oh, it's gone. Oh, that's a bug. That's got to be a bug. The fluid ducts actually disappeared. Okay, so yeah, that's probably a bug within the mod. Something to do with conflict here. But yeah, my fluid duct is completely gone. But anyways, you could try and do that. There may be other methods of doing this. Probably XNet or something like that might work. But I guess for now, we're going to be stuck with this way. But yeah, I can't really do much anymore until we have some of that. Let's take a look at our journal. The reason I want that is because I need a bucket of starlight to be able to make a skywave resonator. And usually, by the time I get to the end of the episode, we've made a skywave resonator. Now, I don't think I can make a skywave resonator by the end of this episode, simply because I have to wait for tons of this stuff. I need at least one bucket to make that. And what that does is it's basically going to help us with this. We could possibly be in a highly concentrated starlight area right here, and I wouldn't even know it. I wouldn't know it until I have this. What you do is you take this and you hold it, and like you'll see a purple hazy area. And that's the area where you're going to want to expand and place your luminous crafting table and start building a altar. And that's what this whole section's about. This whole section's about making sure that you have an altar, as you can see here, and making sure you upgrade everything so that way you can get this altar and start crafting some of the higher tier stuff. Such as, I think, the Cave Illuminator requires it. Can't remember. Cave Illuminator. It looks like it requires just a regular recipe. I don't want to place a Cave Illuminator, though. The Cave Illuminator pretty much lights an incredibly large area with these lights, just like this. And it replaces all the darkness and places those torches in the darkness. So it's pretty cool in that regard. And it can also be used to make sure all your dungeons and everything underground are lit and good to go. Okay, some other things that we can worry about making is a hand telescope. I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. That gives us like enchantments later on. But the main thing we need to progress is we're going to need the Starlight crafting altar to be upgraded. And like I said, I need some more starlight before I can even think about worrying about the other things. So, this has been pretty good. I'm kind of happy I'm getting into this because this is like a prerequisite. Like I said, a prerequisite to get further on in this pack. At least for me anyways, and the ways that I'm going to try and do some stuff. And I hope you guys are looking forward to the future videos. If you are, please give this video a thumbs up. That really helps a lot, and I really appreciate seeing all that support. Also, there's links down in the description below. Be sure to check those out. There's a link to a Discord and also my Patreon if you guys want to support me there. And if you guys enjoyed this, click that subscribe button, and you can stay up to date with my future videos. Also, ring that little bell, and that way you guys can be the first one to comment on the video. You know, everybody loves to say they're first, and I love seeing that. Believe me, I really do. And as always, thanks for watching.